TheBlueShepard here. I told y'all on my Instagram account that I was going to post a YouTube video of the Gould Goodrich Yaqui holster. This is a belt slide holster. It has a slot in the back to place your belt loop so the holster stays in place. It's completely optional. Literally, it's just a strap of leather that the gun slides in and slides out. I started carrying this holster almost a month ago. I did a lot of dry fire practice with it. I've even had some range time with it. And to tell you the truth, I love it. I was skeptical at first, but this is now my choice for concealed carry outside the waistband holster. It is extremely comfortable, even to the point that one day I was carrying my Glock 17, and it had been so long since I had felt it, I was starting to wonder if I had decided to carry my LCR that day on my hip. So it is an extremely comfortable holster. It's very canted. It really goes, it's better suited for somewhere past 3 o'clock, somewhere, kind of on your back right hip. They make a left-handed one too. Lots of different companies make them. This one's a Gould Goodrich B801 696. I believe it's for like a single stack Beretta or something like that, but they're very versatile holsters. Those tension screws right there can be adjusted, so this can fit a wide range of guns. 1911s, Berettas, single stacks, double stacks, Glocks, different stuff. I've tried a bunch of different guns in this, and it worked well. It's worked well with a Glock 17. It's worked well with a Glock 21. It's worked well with a Glock 19 with suppressor or RMR high sights. It's worked well with a single stack Walther. It's worked well with a Smith & Wesson Shield. That's how versatile this holster is. Maybe it's just because it's leather, but I know other leather holsters won't do that, especially like the pancake style thumb snap holsters. This is a very good, very versatile holster. Like I said, the cant, if you put a gun in it, hold it, even for what's waist level, you can see how aggressive that forward cant is. It wouldn't exactly be ideal for some appendix carry, although I only know one person who does appendix carry outside the waistband, barbarian gentleman. But anyway, it's a very convenient holster. It takes a little bit of effort to put on, especially if you try to line that belt loop up, more so than a paddle holster, I will say. But it's much more comfortable than any paddle holster I've ever ran. My first carry holster was a Phobos paddle holster, which was essentially a plastic version of this. Just a piece of plastic that you click the gun into. Even at the tightest level, as tight as you could get the screw, it still did not have a whole lot of retention. This holster here, when you holster that gun, one thing I love about it, so you got your belt pulling tension around your waist this way. The gun won't come back. It won't come forward. It won't come out to the side. It's got to be a straight up draw stroke. See that? And it's tight. It's tight. It's not going to fall out. So for an outside the waistband passive retention holster, this is a very good deal. It's an awesome holster for the money. I had it for years, tossed away in a drawer, and back around the beginning of December, I started looking at it, and I started Googling the numbers. I'm like, I've had this holster. What's it for? I believe this particular model is for one of the single stack Berettas. But like I said, it will fit so many different guns. That was a Glock 17 Gen 3. This is a Glock 19 Gen 4 with RMR high sights. Same thing. Holds in there good. Smooth draw. As long as you do a straight draw stroke. Those sights don't bother it at all. It's right here, single stack Walther CCP. Put it in there. It's a little bit loose, just have to tighten those retention screws, but it's still in there. See? So it's a very diverse holster. I'm not a big fan of passive retention holsters outside the waistband. However, I would carry this. I've been carrying this concealed nearly every day that I was off work for almost a month, with the exception of a couple of times whenever I'd be going to church or preaching or something, and my dress required an inside the waistband tuckable shirt holster. I have probably put 100 or 100 to 130 rounds down range using this holster. In fact, a recent Instagram video that a buddy of mine and I filmed not too long ago, I was drawing from concealment with this holster. Done a lot of dry fire draws with this holster. That's a big thing for me, is that you need to familiarize with a holster if you're going to carry it before you carry it. That's something I did back at the beginning of December, and probably even late November. But like I said, for the money, these run you anywhere from, depending on what brand and what grade you get. They have all grades from top-notch USA made to even the little knockoff $8 leather holsters made in the Philippines or whatever. And these right here, this Gould Goodrich one, I believe it'll run you somewhere between $40 and $60. They make them in, different companies make them in different colors. Galco makes them. I believe Bianchi makes them. DeSantis, I think, even makes them. So they're pretty easy to find. There's a backstory behind these that I can't remember exactly in detail at the moment, and I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm not going to go into it. But I can tell you that from what I remember, I believe they came from Mexico. So I believe the design was first noticed in Mexico and brought into the United States. Extremely comfortable holster, extremely good deal for the money. I would recommend this to anyone for any full-sized or mid-sized firearm. That's the Yaqui holster.